Welcome to IAS project. In this video, let's talk about some of the important cities of Indus civilization. Before we go into the lecture, please try to answer this question. Consider the following cities of Indus civilization. 4 cities have been given here, and the question is which of the above cities have been declared as World Heritage Sites by UNESCO? Harappa, Lothal, Dholavira, and Mohenjodaro. If you know the answer to this question, please answer it in the comment section. Now let's look at some of the important Indus Valley civilization sites in India. If we talk about Gujarat, then we have Dholavira, Lothal, Surkotada, Rangpur, Rochdi, Desalpur, and Nageshwar. You can see all these sites over here. Dholavira and Lothal are actually the most important Indus Valley cities in Gujarat. Other than these two, we also have Surkotada, which is an Indus Valley city. The remaining are not actually cities, but still they are very important. We have Desalpur over here, Nageshwar over here, Rangpur, and Rochdi. If we talk about Haryana, then we have 3 very important sites: Rakhigadi, Banawali, and Bhirana. Rakhigadi is situated over here. We know that Rakhigadi is the largest Indus Valley civilization site that we know so far. It is actually even larger compared to Harappa and Mohenjodaro. Then we have Banawali in Haryana, which is here. Bhirana and Kunal village are also located here. So to this list, we can add Kunal village. In our previous videos, we have learnt that Kunal village and Bhirana are actually the oldest Indus Valley civilization sites within the subcontinent. In Rajasthan, we mainly have 2 sites. They are nothing but Kalibangan and Ganeshwar. Kalibangan in Rajasthan is a city, whereas Ganeshwar is technically not a Harappan site because Ganeshwar belongs to Ganeshwar Jodhpura culture, which is basically a Chalcolithic culture that was contemporary with Harappan culture. However, people of the Harappan civilization also had interactions with Ganeshwar. That is why we have included Ganeshwar in the list here. In Punjab, we have Ropad. Ropad is located over here. It is located on the banks of river Sutlej. In Jammu and Kashmir, we have Manda, and in Uttar Pradesh, we have Alamgirpur. Alamgirpur is located somewhere over here. Okay, it is towards the east of river Yamuna. River Yamuna is somewhere like this, and Alamgirpur is towards east of Yamuna over here. Now let's look at some of the important Harappan sites in Pakistan. In the Punjab province of Pakistan, we have Harappa and Ganveriwala. You can see Harappa over here, which is on the banks of river Ravi. So this is basically river Ravi. Ganveriwala is located over here. If we talk about Sindh province in Pakistan, then we have Mohenjodaro, Kot Diji, Amri, Chanhudaro, and Balakot sites which are important in Sindh region. You can see Mohenjodaro over here, Kot Diji is over here, Chanhudaro and Amri are over here, and Balakot is located on the coastal region of Pakistan. This coastal region is also called as Makran Coast. If you notice here, you can see that the site of Ganveriwala is actually located almost equidistant to Harappa as well as Mohenjodaro. In Balochistan province of Pakistan, we have 2 very important sites. They are nothing but Mehergarh and Sutka Gendor. Sutka Gendor is located over here, and we know that Sutka Gendor is actually the westernmost site of Indus civilization. And Mehergarh is located over here. It is very near to Quetta, which is the capital city of Balochistan province of Pakistan. If we talk about Indus civilization sites in Afghanistan, then only 2 are important here. One is Mundigak, which is mainly in southern Afghanistan, and the other is Shortugai, which is in the northern part of Afghanistan. And we also know that Shortugai is the northernmost site of Indus civilization. So Shortugai is the northernmost site of Indus civilization, whereas Sutka Gendor is the westernmost site of Indus civilization. So these are some of the important sites of Indus civilization. Now let's look at these sites in detail. First we will start with Dholavira, which is located over here. So Dholavira is located on Khadir Bait, which is in Kutch Desert Wildlife Sanctuary. And Kutch Desert Wildlife Sanctuary is actually in Rann of Kutch in Gujarat. You have to understand what bait is and what Rann of Kutch is. So this is basically how Rann of Kutch looks. It is white in color because all the white color thing you see here is nothing but salt. And it is basically a desert area. However, during monsoons, what happens is water gets accumulated over here. However, even within the run of Kutch, we have some areas which we can generally consider as highlands because their height is a little above compared to the average height of run of Kutch. So during monsoons, what happens is water gets filled up, but some of the highlands don't get submerged. So we can say that these highlands basically become islands because the surrounding area gets submerged, but this highland, because of its height, does not get submerged. So during monsoons, these highlands basically become islands, and these highlands are simply called as baits. Sometimes the spelling of bait is written like this, B-E-T. So please don't get confused, both mean the same thing. Bait or bait is nothing but the highland region within the run of Kutch. And during monsoons, the surrounding area gets waterlogged, but the highland region simply becomes an island which is called as bait. I hope you understood what bait means. Now where exactly is run of Kutch? Run of Kutch is basically in the Kutch region of Gujarat. This region is nothing but Kutch region. If you look here, run of Kutch is basically on the northern side of the Kutch region. You can say that it basically forms the border of India and Pakistan. So you can divide run of Kutch mainly into two parts. This part is basically called as Great Run of Kutch, and this small part is also part of Run of Kutch, and this is called as Little Run of Kutch. So both Great Run and Little Run together form Run of Kutch. All this is important from the point of view of geography. And Dholavira is basically located within the Run of Kutch. And during monsoons, Dholavira does not get submerged because it is located on the Khadir Bait. Alright, let's go forward. Moreover, Dholavira is actually located on the Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer is nothing but 23.5 degree north latitude. Dholavira was discovered only in 1991. So we can say, compared to other sites like Harappa and Mohenjodaro, Dholavira is actually a recent discovery because Harappa and Mohenjodaro were actually discovered in 1920s, and Harappa actually was discovered even before this, somewhere around 1870s. But at that time they did not know anything about Indus civilization. So scientific excavation in Harappa and Mohenjodaro were only done in 1920s. So compared to this, Dholavira was actually recently discovered. It was discovered by J.P. Joshi. The name is not important from the point of view of UPSC Prelims exam. However, some other exams may ask these type of questions. Dholavira was basically divided into three parts. However, we know that generally Harappan cities are divided into two parts. They are nothing but citadel and lower town. But in the case of Dholavira, the city was divided into three parts. This is a unique feature, therefore it is important from the point of view of prelims exam. Moreover, each of these parts were actually surrounded by massive stone walls, and these stone walls also had stone gateways or stone entrances. Recently, in 2021, UNESCO declared Dholavira as a World Heritage Site. World Heritage Sites are basically declared by UNESCO under World Heritage Convention. So basically, Dholavira became India's 40th World Heritage Site. Please write in the comment section what was the 39th World Heritage Site that was declared by UNESCO in India. Moreover, in cities like Dholavira and Lothal, which are both in Gujarat, the entire settlement was fortified. Fortified means defense walls were built. Let's talk about some of the important observations that were made in Dholavira. The first and the most important observation is we have found water reservoirs as well as unique water harvesting system. This question was actually asked in UPSC Prelims 2021. We have already discussed about water reservoir in Dholavira in our previous videos. You can see the picture here. Moreover, Dholavira has all three phases of Harappan culture. Dholavira was actually founded around 3000 BCE and it lasted up to 1500 BCE. That is why it belongs to pre-Harappan phase, mature Harappan phase as well as almost 400 years of late Harappan phase also. In Dholavira, we have also found constructions which were made using sandstone as well as mud brick. Again, this is a unique feature because stone was usually not used in Harappan sites. But in case of Dholavira, we have found sandstone structures also. For example, you can see here the stone wall which was built in Dholavira. This is basically all stone. Moreover, the entrance gate was also made using stone. Probably the most unique features that were found in Dholavira are these two. Dholavira has the only evidence of Harappan script inscription which was basically carved on stone. So far we have only found Harappan script on either seals and ceilings or sometimes on pottery. But Dholavira is the only place we have found Harappan script which was engraved on stone. So therefore this becomes a unique feature and an important feature for Dholavira. Moreover, in Dholavira, we have also found a wooden signboard. This wooden signboard was almost 3 meters large. And in this wooden signboard, 10 Harappan script symbols were written. And these Harappan script symbols were actually made using white gypsum. So all of these are unique features of Dholavira which are generally not found in any other Indus civilization city. That is why all these features are very important from the point of view of exam. Now let's talk about Lothal. First, let's see what is the location of Lothal. Lothal is located over here. It is very close to Gulf of Khambat, or I can say Gulf of Cambay. So Lothal is basically located in the Gulf of Khambat region and it is very close to the confluence of two rivers, that is Bhogava and Sabarmati. In most of the books, this name is not given, so please try to remember that it is very close to Sabarmati river. Or you can remember it as it is located on the banks of a river which is a tributary of river Sabarmati. And you must also remember that it is located very close to Gulf of Khambat. Lothal was founded around 2200 BCE, so therefore this belongs to mature Harappan phase. But after 300 years, that is from 1900 BCE onwards, we know that late Harappan phase began. That is why Lothal was very prominent late Harappan settlement also. And Lothal was actually discovered and excavated after independence of India. That is, it was discovered and excavated around 1957 by S.R. Rao and his team. You don't need to remember the name. So in Lothal and Dholavira, which are both located in Gujarat, the entire settlement was walled and fortified. We know that during late Harappan phase, actually most of these cities declined. That is why Lothal acted as a trade center between all the Indian region and the ancient Mesopotamian region. In Indian region, we have Harappan civilization as well as the remaining part of India. So Lothal was very important port or important trade center during late Harappan phase. So some of the important observations that were made in Lothal are, Lothal has the world's oldest known dockyard. You can see the Lothal dockyard in this picture here. You can see here that Lothal is actually located at a distance from Gulf of Cambay. Even then, it was connected to sea because river Sabarmati actually connected Lothal to sea. So ships went from this dockyard through river Sabarmati into Gulf of Cambay and then into Arabian Sea, and therefore they went up to Mesopotamia. Lothal is also famous for bead making factories. Especially they made beads using carnelian stone. Carnelian stone is nothing but a brownish red color semi-precious stone. We have found beads of other materials also, for example copper, shell, bronze, terracotta and all others. We have also found remains of rice husk from Lothal. We have found evidence of double burial where both a man and a woman were buried together. In our previous videos, we said that this is not an indication of practice of Sati Sahagamana. Moreover, we have also found a Mesopotamian cylindrical seal from Lothal. We have also found ivory scale and fire altars. Fire altars are actually found in Harappan civilization in two places. The first one is Lothal and the second site is Kalibangan. And what is a fire altar? Fire altar is basically Yagnikund. We have already talked about this in our previous videos. Moreover, Lothal was divided into 6 sectors. Now let's talk about Rangpur, which is also located in Gujarat. You can see Rangpur over here. Rangpur is located on the banks of river Madar and it is located very close to Lothal. What are the observations that we have made in Rangpur? Rangpur has all three phases of Harappan culture. Moreover, Rangpur also developed its own distinct late Harappan phase culture, which was called as Rangpur phase of culture. In our previous video, we have learnt that during late Harappan phase, there were 5 distinct zones or 5 distinct phases of late Harappan culture. The first one was called as West Punjab phase or Cemetery H phase. Second one was East Punjab phase. Third one was Rangpur phase, which was basically located in Gujarat. The fourth one was Jukkar phase, which was in Sindh province. And the fifth one was Ganga Jamuna Doab phase. In Rangpur, we have also found yellow and grey color pots which were made by pre-Harappan people. That is why Rangpur has all three phases. Moreover, we have also found flake stone tools from Rangpur. Another important Harappan settlement in Gujarat was Surkotada. You can see Surkotada over here, which is located very close to Dholavira. The most important observation from Surkotada is that we have found bones of horse. This is very important from the point of view of prelims because this is a very unique feature of Surkotada city. We have also found graveyard in Surkotada. If you like this video, please subscribe. You can download this presentation from our Telegram channel IAS project. The link for this channel is given in the description below. Thank you.